Even close to use steroids.
How many types of steroids are there?
Nice. ¿Ya se oye bien o...?
Yeah.
Sí, ahora.
¿Tú sí puedes saber?
Oh, wow. Eso no va.
Hi everyone, my name is Robert Fuentes and I'll be doing a short presentation on steroids and some of the physical effects and the psychological effects that it has on the human body. Alright, so let's get started. What are steroids? Steroids are a group of synthetic hormones that promote the storage of protein and the growth of tissue. How are steroids used? There are numerous ways to use steroids. It can be injected with a syringe on your shoulders or on your butt. Steroids also come in the source of a pill, just similar to this one. And it can even come smaller than your average Tylenol or your average Advil. And these are called anabolic steroids. They can either be swallowed or they can be chewed. Alright? So the big question, who uses steroids? Generally there are two types of people that use steroids. Number one, right there, bodybuilders. Why bodybuilders? Well, bodybuilders use steroids to bulk up faster and try to get a look they're looking for faster as well for a competition or whatever the case may be. Second person, and that picture right there, and those are athletes. Athletes such as football, baseball, basketball. Why? You know, they use steroids to get an advantage over other athletes as well. And the reason I put this picture right here is because baseball, out of all the sports that there is, baseball has the biggest problem with steroids. A big percentage of baseball players use steroids today. And I know as a baseball player myself, I saw it constantly. I saw it in the dugout, I saw it in the locker room, I saw it everywhere. And it's very tempting to see your teammates and you see your other friends doing it and everybody else around doing it as well. Okay? So now I'm going to get into some of the physical effects that it has on men and it has on women. Alright? I'm going to start with men. Men tend to have an enlarged prostate, right there. An enlarged prostate can lead to prostate cancer. Okay? It can also cause baldness, right in that picture, and severe acne. You start getting acne on your shoulders, on your back, your lower back, and your face. It can also reduce your sperm count, which can make it hard to reproduce and make babies. And the biggest one, the one that almost everybody knows, is the shrinkage of the testicles. Okay? So moving on to women. Women tend to have an increase of facial and body hair. I mean, you won't look like this person right there, but you start getting, you know, hair on your mouth, on your face, on your arms, your shoulders, back, and lower back. You know, places where women shouldn't have that much hair. Okay? They also have menstrual problems and irregular period. Their voice gets deeper and their breast size decreases. So technically, the physical effects that it has on women is that they become more masculine. Okay? Some of the psychological effects of steroids are that as you use steroids, your aggressive side and your anger comes out, which is called void rage. And you tend to have mood swings. Mood swings, you're happy one moment, you're sad the next, and you're angry the next. So you never know. It can also increase your sexual desire and mental depression, which is never good. Mental depression can lead to suicidal behavior. Okay? So I'm going to give you some facts you guys probably didn't know about steroids. Steroids are illegal in the US and in many countries throughout the world. Alright? And over 3 million bodybuilders and athletes have used steroids today, just in the USA alone. And steroids have been around for a while. They've been around since the 1950s. And they were legalized in the US in 1988 under the Anti-Abuse Act. Okay? So there it is. That's my short presentation on steroids. You guys have been great. You guys have any questions for me? Any questions at all? Yes?
How many types of steroids are there?
Well, there's so many. I can do a whole presentation on how many types there is. It depends on what you're looking for. If you want to gain weight in a short period of time, there's one called DECA. So that one is injected. That was injected. You take it once a week. That's just to gain muscle and gain weight very fast. There's another one called Winstrol, which is to get cut up. Just not to gain weight, just to reduce body fat. And that can either be injected as well 2 times a week, or it can be taken with a pill. Okay? Alright, so but there's so many I can elaborate on, but those are the 2 main ones. Any other questions? Yes, sir?
There's another sport that can, close to the baseball, that can use a steroid too?
the closest one I think has to be football. Football and track. Because when you look at the size of those football players, I mean, it's crazy. The baseball is the number one. It's the top of the line. Then it comes football, and then it comes track and field. But baseball, nothing compares to baseball. But the closest thing has to be football. All right? All right. Thank you guys for being a great crowd. Thank you for everything. Have a good night.
Thank you.